Welcome to the AI Shortcut.
All right, welcome to the AI Shortcut. My name is Josh Dillard. I'm just getting freshly out of the gym, so I look like I just wrestled a terrier. But today we're going to go over my portfolio. We're going to showcase some of the stuff that I've done video-wise and AI-wise, just so you guys can see what's possible with AI. If you don't know who I am, I've been doing video production work for the last 14 years. I've worked with top brands, including Discovery Channel, a lot in the conservative political movement. I got into that realm and it kind of just expanded my growth. It wasn't my really intention to get into that world, but I've got to do some pretty cool things, including going to the White House, filming politicians, a lot of speakers and huge events that are put on and helping put the graphics on those events, create videos for those, intro videos and whatnot. Lots of editing. I've helped over 150 different brands in the last decade, and everything's shifting. And so I think I'm not the only one. This whole industry, everyone's feeling it. Everything is shifting, and the fear is that AI is going to take your job. And I'm here to say, after the last year, before this year, I was terrified. I thought the same thing. AI is going to take our job. We are screwed. The pooch is screwed. We need to go start serving at McDonald's and maybe jump into construction. But over these last few months, I've seen the way AI is going and the tools that are being implemented, and it looks as though you're still going to need an operator. Things are getting easier to make, but the creativity and the operation of it all is still prevalent. It's still going to be a thing. So that is good news. And so that's the trend that I see now. That might change. Again, AI is changing constantly. That might change with agentic AI, all these agents coming out. I'm currently working with a CRM right now, learning that tool to help businesses be able to implement AI into their business. So stay tuned for that, because that is the goal. My goal is to be able to help businesses and expand my agency into something that eliminates your weakest performing employee. Imagine Jimmy over there who, you've been meaning to fire, but he's expensive. It's be expensive to fire him. He's not performing, but you can get rid of him with AI. Not that I am pro getting rid of people's jobs, but I do think that if big companies are doing this, then small companies have to do this as well, because if they don't, it's just going to keep monopolizing. And I think we've seen that in the last 5 years. It's just these monopolies, these giant companies taking everything, right? They're just taking real estate, they're taking profit sharing opportunities, they're taking small businesses, they're just cutting everything down to put into theirs. And it's an accumulation war right now. So the biggest thing we can do as creators and as people who want to continue to serve communities is to learn AI. So I just wanted to share a little bit of what I'm doing. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. This is my website, and as you can see here, let me scroll. I'm a director, video operator, editor, specialist. Go ahead and take a sneak peek at my reel here. Just stuff that I've shot. And this isn't to brag or like showcase anything. This is just to show what I've been up to the last decade. So again, worked with, Golf Channel, Bang Energy, Dial, TPUSA, the Y Files is a YouTube channel, Officer Tatum Show. I'm director of show right now for them. And I am just continually adapting across so many different industries and media, and just getting my hands on anything and everything that I can, and learning a lot from camera operating to Reds, Aries, Black Magics, all the Sony cameras, the FX30, which is a tiny camera, all of it, operating those, and then editing in Premiere and DaVinci, as well as implementing some of the new AI tools. CapCut's got some interesting AI functionality, and so does Canva. So, just adapting, which has been pretty interesting. Again, some of the brands that I've worked with, Truce Media and Truce Studios is a company that I helped start in Denver, Colorado, and we did about $1.4 million in sales in 2 years, working with big companies in fintech, as well as real estate companies and universities during the pandemic, helping them create virtual graduations in a time when people needed help. So some of the roles I've held: creative director, director of video, director of show, owner, co-founder, senior editor, video admin, editor, director, AI specialist is kind of where I'm at now, and social media manager as well. Um, and then, yeah, some of the AI tools that I've been implementing are ChatGPT, obviously, then creating a new workflow for that. Midjourney, Suno for music creation, Pika Labs, Runway. I have an unlimited subscription in Runway, so I use that frequently. 11 Labs for cloning voices, Krea for making images, Recraft for making images and text, Make.com and Zapier for connecting in the background to help with automation, which is coming to every industry. So getting to know that is going to be crucial. And then, yeah, just some creative marketing tools: Notion, Slack, Asana, Telegram, all the Google Suite stuff like Docs, Slides, and Sheets. And then one CRM that I'm using is ConvertWave.ai, along with a couple other ones from High Level. And then, yeah, helped make a feature film last year with my company. I was awarded a W3 award, Emmy award, a Telly award a few years ago for a production in a social doc. Actually, this one right here, A Long Walk in Socialism, on the left. And then just kind of specialized in long form just because that was the opportunity that I was given. So the Y-File is putting together episodes. And if you haven't seen that show, we were doing AI in 2022, or the end of 2022, early 2023 is when I was working for them. And yeah, we were implementing AI before any other YouTube channel that I could see. And it was pretty fascinating to learn as it's being pumped out, which is still the case. Josh Blue, camera operator for that comedy special, and pretty much everything else here I shot and edited. YouTube ads. We did a NASCAR ad recently for Caleb Costner, Arca Racer. Y-Files ad for their merch. And then James O'Keefe is a kind of investigative journalist, and I did his promo videos when he shifted over to his new media company. This is a Denver Nuggets logo made completely in AI, which is fascinating, that you can just take a logo and 3D generate a rendering of it, and then kind of create whatever you want. I'm very knowledgeable in the social game from, let's see, we got here coaching, real estate, more real estate. We did an event for Moxie Brands at the Ferrari or the Porsche dealership, more advertisements for YouTube. And then in the podcast realm, creating podcasts for the Brandon Tatum Show, which are, multicam podcasts, try to make them look good in the realm of the Joe Rogan experience. And then the Y-Files, I also was a audio podcast editor for them and edited their podcast, which actually got to number 6 in the world podcast on Spotify. Some more stuff with the agency that I helped create from Truce Media. We got Porsche Light Real Estate, the INSP, which is a pretty big brand showcasing old Western shows. So we did a lot of promos for them. Velocity Global, Lucid Link. We created some promos for them. And then just graphic design. This is what I've been able to do recently just with AI, creating assets and then putting them together in Photoshop. So movie poster here, thumbnail creation is now an everyday thing. And yeah, some more AI content. We have an AI ad here. And then what I'm working on now in the real estate world is taking images to videos so that agents can just take their photos and create reels from them, making videos with them using AI. And then this is kind of what I wanted to dive in on this page right here. As you can see in the middle, we have this F1 inspired reel. Just take a look at that for me, because there's definitely some artifacts, and from afar, it's harder to tell. But I mean, just having a moving vehicle like this, putting myself in there, this is what I'm capable of doing in it took like a couple hours, I think, and then just a little lesser quality. This was done like 3 months ago, just using a clone of myself and trying to create an ad with it. So I'm located in Arizona, and yeah, that's just a brief description overview of what I'm capable of. Going back to the AI side, I really wanted to just highlight what's possible with Kriya and what's possible with Midjourney. I'm sorry, Runway. If you use Kriya and Runway, you can pretty much do everything you need to do right now in the content game. I think that it can be very overwhelming to look at all these tools and just be like, oh, I need this one and this one. But the way the game's going, these softwares are, they're it's all based on models, and they're putting all their models into their software. So now you can just buy one software, use the models, and then be done with it. So that's just a brief overview of what I'm doing here at the AI Shortcut. My own AI agency. We're small, but we're growing, and I'm taking the knowledge that I had with Truce Media, all our success there the last 5 years, and production as well, and shifting over to the AI side of it. So if you need video production, let me know, because Truce Media is still killing it. We're still doing some really cool projects, and we can do everything from live streaming to ad creation to narrative. Like I said, we made a movie last year. And then as well on the AI side, if you're looking for AI implementation, you're looking for stuff to go in your business, you're looking for someone to just create the stuff for you. Because, yeah, you could do it yourself. And now it's easier, but you still got to do it. If you're looking for someone to do that, let me know in the comments below, or give me a message at my email, joshdillardproduction.com, and let's chat, and let's make some really cool stuff. That's it for this episode, guys. Stay tuned. We're going to be diving into the actual tools themselves, systems, how I create things, answering questions, and just kind of foreseeing what's next, and then showing the constant change every single day of this stuff. So if you like AI, you like video, don't forget to subscribe and like. See ya.
Welcome to the AI Shortcut.